In this problem, we are given that cosine is -2/3, and they are telling us the exact quadrant that this lies in, and we must find the 5 remaining trigonometric functions. So, what do we know about our angle theta? We know it is in quadrant 2, and when we do a problem like this, there's always going to be 4 steps. First, figure out the quadrant. Well, they told us quadrant 2. Then we're going to draw the reference triangle. We're going to be careful of the positives and negatives when we draw that reference triangle, and then we'll finish answering the question. Since this is a quadrant 2 angle, we're going to draw it in quadrant 2. We're going to drop from the terminal side that perpendicular to create the reference triangle. Remember, our reference angle theta is next to the origin. Now, what do I know about this? I know that cosine of theta is -2/3. And if I know my SOHCAHTOA, I know that this is adjacent over hypotenuse. So for my theta, the adjacent side is length 2 and the hypotenuse side is length 3. How do I find the other side? Well, our favorite theorem, Pythagorean theorem. So 2 squared plus the opposite squared is equal to 3 squared. So opposite squared is equal to 9 minus 4 or 5. So the opposite side is going to be the square root of 5. We can go ahead and put that onto our triangle as well. Step 3 is make sure that you're looking for those pluses and minuses. Are any of these sides supposed to be negative? Well, the 2 we can see goes to the left on the negative x-axis, so this 2 needs to be negative. Now we need to answer the question, and this one is saying find all 5 of the remaining trigonometric functions. So what is sine of theta? Use your SOHCAHTOA. So is square root of 5 over 3. Cosine, well, that's the one they told us, which is -2/3. Tangent, TOA, square root of 5 over -2, so -5 over square root of 2. Now we're going to flip these over and rationalize in order for us to find the other 3 trigonometric functions. So remember, cosecant goes with sine. Every pair has a co. So we're going to reciprocal this or flip it over and then rationalize, bring the square root to the top, keep the bottom number the same, just not in the square root. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine, so we'll just flip this over, no need to rationalize. And cotangent, we will flip over the 2 over square root of 5 and rationalize. And that is all 6 trigonometric functions, just given what one of them was and a quadrant.